afternoon, weather is absolutely beautiful. And to make the show even better than before, we've got a very special guest in our studio. Zach, once again, in the studio today, we have probably one of the most popular faces of Islamabad, one of probably the most talented actors in Islamabad. This guy has been in everything from Beauty and the Beast to Dowdy and the Dot to Dreams and Addams Family, in which he did more than just writing. I'd like to welcome in the studio today none other than Mr. Atif Siddique. Thank you very much for joining us today. It is always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you so much.
But today we're going to be talking about something unique, something that I haven't really heard you talking about before.
Yes.
Usually when we have you in the studio, we're talking in weird and wonderful accents.
Exactly. I'm talking about plays and entertainment.
Exactly.
But this is much more serious, isn't it?
Something much more different. That's right, people. It is election time, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking today about, the power of the vote.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Let's get into some music. What about a little bit of Junoon to start off today's show?
Wow.
And stay tuned, because as promised, today will not only be full of fun and entertainment, but a little bit of something serious too. Stay tuned to TFM 89.
FM 89 Election Special. Makhdoom Amin Fahim is Vice Chairman of the Pakistan People's Party Parliamentarians and a leader of the PPP. An agriculturalist by profession, he is the son of Makhdoom Talibul Mola, a well-respected scholar. He is expected by many to be the PPP's Prime Ministerial candidate. Will Amin Fahim be Pakistan's next Prime Minister? To find out, tune into City FM 89's Election Special every evening from 7 to 7:30 p.m. only on City FM 89.
Alright, welcome back. That was a little bit of just a Junoon. And today we're talking with artists in the studio today. And one of the most interesting things that you guys are doing is so election related, and it's called Parliament Watch.
Yes.
Why don't you update everyone a little bit?
The URL is www.pw.org.uk.
Right.
I think most of the people, if you go to the average person, you can't really, he doesn't really know who all to vote for, and they don't know much about the candidates.
Sure.
And secondly, there is no medium as such, public medium, at which people can talk freely about the candidates.
Most definitely. I guess right now the most that we're hearing is what we get on TV and radio or something in the newspaper, and that's a lot of one-way stuff.
A lot of one-way stuff, and you see, you don't get a chance to comment on things. Like for example, the media, there are certain moderations that are done to the media, and you can't talk freely about gossip and what your opinion is about a particular candidate. So what we've done is we've created this website. The idea of PW is that you can watch your parliament as it is being made, and then when it is being made, you can still comment on it after it starts functioning. So the idea is basically a database of all the candidates of Pakistan in all the constituencies in all the cities.
Oh my God, that's pretty much all you need to know. I'm saying. So we're going to come right back to be playing a little bit of music and giving you a little bit more about PW. Alright, welcome back. This is TFM 89. It's City Lounge, and in today's show, we are talking about what pretty pretty much the whole country is talking about. But what makes today's show different is we're talking about the role of us and the young people in the election process. Thank you very much, Atif, for being in the studio with us today. We're talking about Parliament Watch.
Right.
And the interesting thing about Parliament Watch is, at least from what I was thinking, is that it seems to be one place where if I want to go online and find out about, who's standing in the elections from XXY constituency, that information is all there in one place.
Exactly. And there's a lot of effort that went into this. You realize that there's almost like 5,000 candidates all over Pakistan. And we got all that information from the Election Commission and whatever we could get our hands on, and we put it in a database online.
And I think that's so important. I think, for example, a lot of us have our votes outside of the ground bar.
Absolutely.
So in those areas, we know through our families, for example, who the people are that are, going to be standing in the elections in those constituencies, but maybe not personally.
Exactly.
And the second thing is that those people that are in Islamabad, nobody of us actually know who's standing. I mean, this place is filled with ballots and politics. But how personally or individually do we know the people that are standing?
Actually, this is the irony. You see, when a voter is making a decision to vote, it is generally based on hearsay, right? And what the media is saying about the person. But that shouldn't be your prerogative about how you're going to vote. You see, your opinion should be based on yourself.
Sure.
Your vote represents you.
That's right.
So the more you know about the candidate, the more you have discussed the candidate, the more you can be sure about who you're voting for and why you're voting for them.
Sounds absolutely awesome. If you are interested in this, and if you want to know this one place where everything is compiled together, and you guys need to get online because that is exactly right. Stay tuned for a little bit more.